Hello, and welcome to this demo of HyperComply. Over the next few minutes, we will walk through how to use both HyperComply Respond and HyperComply Due Diligence. Starting with HyperComply Respond, what you're looking at right now, this is the easiest and fastest solution for responding to inbound security questionnaires. The first step with HyperComply Respond is to set up your knowledge base. We take some of your past completed security questionnaires and your policy documents to make a searchable, personalized knowledge base. Your past questionnaires will live here as reference files in Q&A formats, and your policy documents and other documents will live here. All of this will be made searchable and is accessible to you. Once the knowledge base is up and running, which typically only takes 2 business days, you can start submitting security questionnaires for us to complete. You can submit any file type. It's really as easy as dropping a file here, naming the client, setting the due date, and submitting the file. Sorry, I couldn't see my screen. Now, our team will receive that submission. They will import the document, autofill it, and QA it before returning it to you. Now, I'll talk a bit about that autofill. HyperComply will automatically fill out those responses by pulling the knowledge from your knowledge base. Our autofill leverages our proprietary natural language processing technology to find the best answers for your questionnaire. And as I mentioned, we don't stop there. We then provide a human review of all the answers. Our questionnaire concierge team, made up of security specialists, will QA each and every answer provided by our autofill. This hybrid approach of automation with human assistance is what yields the best results on security questionnaires. Once the questionnaire is ready for you to review, you'll be notified and you can click into the questionnaire itself, just like that. This is the point at which you take over. You should make sure you're happy with all of the answers provided by HyperComply before submitting the questionnaire to your customer. You can see in the progress bar at the top, HyperComply has filled out 117 of the questions, and there are just 2 that are missing an answer, meaning we did not have enough information in your knowledge base to provide those answers. As an admin or an approver, it's your job to go through and approve each of these answers. You can also update them. Let's say this actually should be Vancouver, Canada, and you wanted to add a bit more information in the comments, you can easily do that. As soon as you press approve, those answers will now be in the knowledge base for future use. With every approved response, you are training the machine learning model about your business. In terms of collaboration, you can assign out questions on a 1-by-1 basis. You can filter down to specific sections, and then you could assign out that section to anyone on your team. You can leave comments for your colleagues, and you can tag them if you need any help. You can copy the link to this specific question and then send it either in an email, over a messaging platform. And we do also integrate with Slack. So this is a fantastic integration a lot of our clients love, whereby they can DM a specific question to a colleague in Slack. The colleague can type up their answer, press save, and it's going to push to here without them having to log in. If a question asks for an attachment, our team will go ahead and attach that document on your behalf, but you can always go in and attach further supporting material. These documents are now staged for export alongside the questionnaire when you're ready to download it. If you want to see, for example, where this question is coming from, you can always open up the knowledge base and see when that answer was approved, what questionnaire it's coming from, and how many times it has been reused. You can also search within this knowledge base for key terms. Similarly, if you see this auto-filled by HyperComply link, you can click it and get the high-level information as well. Now, the next step is to download this questionnaire. If you sent us an Excel spreadsheet, we are going to be exporting into the exact same spreadsheet, maintaining the formatting, maintaining the formulas, and of course, with the answers. You will receive a zip folder with that spreadsheet alongside any supporting documents that have been added. It's just as simple as pressing download. If you sent us a Word document, we will be exporting into that exact same Word document, again, with any of the supporting documents included in that zip folder as well. Now, you might be thinking that's all well and good for file-based questionnaires, but what about those pesky web portals? So for web portals, you do have a few options. Number one, we offer a browser extension. This is included on every single one of our plans, and it's essentially quick access to your knowledge base. It will detect the sections within the questionnaire, and then you can pull in answers, really as simple as that. You can see the answer was populated there. If you wanted to highlight text to search for a key term, you can do that as well, and it will pull up the correct answer if it's in the knowledge base. So this is the more manual option. I would recommend this option if you only receive a small number of web portal questionnaires per year. But for those of you that are experiencing higher volumes and have less time, we do offer on our mid and upper tier pricing plans web portal services, whereby our team will log in to this questionnaire on your behalf, fill it out leveraging your knowledge base, and let you know once they get it to a really good spot. You can review it and then submit it. So at a high level, we've walked through how the knowledge base gets built, how to submit questionnaires, and how to then review all those answers before downloading the questionnaire and sending it off to your customer. But as I mentioned at the beginning, I also want to show you around HyperComply due diligence. So this is the flip side of our solution. If you or your team sends out due diligence questionnaires to new vendors frequently, you can now do this all within HyperComply. And this is ultimately the best way to conduct streamlined vendor security reviews as you onboard new vendors. So if you're interested in that, the next video will talk a bit about that. Thank you.